Hello, everybody. It is time for another 10-minute ab workout where I'm going to show you some of my faves that I've been doing lately that I think you're going to love too. And if you don't love it, it might be a good thing because it's challenging. We're going to get started here. I just want you to do some hip circles right here on your knees and just really feel into that tailbone and that low back, because to engage our core properly, we really do have to flatten that out at times. Go ahead and arch your back, hands on the hips. Round your back and arch. All right, we only got 10 minutes, so let's get to it. We're going to lie flat on our backs. We're going to have our arms long and our legs long, and we are going to reach opposite arm to opposite leg and lower them down long. Other side. Now, I rest my arms and legs on the ground. If you want to give it a try to float those legs, you absolutely can, but just make sure to finish each movement before you start the next one. You want to take that moment in the middle, push down on that belly like you're about to sneeze or someone's going to come step on you, and reach it up. If you don't already, pause this video, put some background music on for you. I will have my audio figured out by next week once everybody is rolling strong in my current 8-week challenge that started a few days ago. We've got 3 more on each side. 3, 2, inhale at the center, exhale on the way up. 1 more on each side. And rest. Amazing to see it. That was a full core movement. Next up, we're going to have butterfly sit-ups. That is a full sit-up. If you feel like you're using too much momentum, feet are together, legs are wide. If you're using too much momentum to swing yourself up, then I want you to just do normal crunches in this butterfly position. You might lose your feet a little bit, but do your best to make this movement come from your midsection. Everybody lay down, feet together, knees wide. Here we go. Inhale on the way down. Exhale, push the air out, push your belly down. Give yourself that little extra reach at the top and see if you can feel your low core squeeze in at the top. I like to call it my cookie jar, but now that the holidays are over, all the cookies are in the freezer until next year. See you later. 4 more. Watch that swing. 2 to go. And take a break. Take those mermaid legs, twist, twist, flip it over, twist, twist. We have 1 more round of those to go through. We might do an extra. I haven't decided yet. Arms are long, legs are long. Stay here for a minute. Feel that arch in your back when your arms are long and your legs are long. All right, this is not super safe for our core. My tummy muscles are really stretched out. And so before I begin, I want to feel myself push my ribs, that pointy part, down towards the floor. I want to zip up my low core from my pubic bone to my belly button. Notice how neither of those is that sucking in that we're typically used to. It's actually from our belly button down and from our belly button up to those ribs. So it's the parts above and below that. That's how we get that engagement. So arms long, legs long, over exaggerate the arch, push the ribs down, zip up the low tummy, and reach to opposite sides. Exhale. Inhale, center. Exhale, up. I am loving doing these workouts with y'all. We are going to have washboard abs if you stick with me. Stick around for the end of this workout. We're going to have a little chat about how abs are made in the kitchen and what that really means. I told you to put on background music so you didn't have to hear my breathing, but it might help you stay accountable to breathing beneath that suit of armor, those muscles in your tummy. 1 more on each side. And rest. Love to see it, everybody. I am so glad you're here. We have our butterfly sit-ups here in a moment. Take a second And just breathe into that belly, relax those muscles, give them the rest they need so you can constantly brace them during this next set. Feet together, hands overhead. We're still feeling the burn from that last set. That's okay. We're stronger than we think. Here we go. Sit it up, extra squeeze at the top. Now, I want you to pretend like there's a roll of bubble wrap behind your back, and you don't want them to pop as you land. I've never used that metaphor before, but I kind of like it. Slow on the way down, no plopping. Find that moment where your arms stop swinging and they're just reaching forward. Maybe your feet are a little further away from you now. That's okay. Don't overthink it, but still think about it. 2 more. Last one. Amazing. Okay, I am going to rock your world right now with mountain climbers, but we're going to put a little spin on it. Mountain climbers are typically known as a cardio movement. We're moving our body quickly and fast simply to burn calories and elevate our heart rate. But what I want you to understand is in this moving plank, which is what a mountain climber truly is, pulling our leg in, we can ask those low core muscles to be what pulls our leg in towards our body. Now, I'm not asking you to crunch, but I am asking you to slow the F down and use your low tummy to pull you in. And notice that when you go slow, you have to balance on that tripod that is your hands and one foot. And that is also your core working as well. Core is going to be your stomach and your backside. Let's take our mountain climber position, hands under the shoulders, plank position. Here we go. Drive the leg in slow. Replace it. Switch sides. So next time you see people just flying through their mountain climbers, they are missing an opportunity to work their core more so than simply burning calories. You burn calories, keep going. You burn calories walking around. You burn calories talking with your hands. I want you to spend this time you're in the gym or working out with me to focus on changing your muscle. 1 more on each side. And rest. Roll the wrists out. Roll the shoulders back and down. Open up that chest. Amazing. I hope you felt that. So now we're going to do that same thing, but we're going to cross to opposite elbow and see how that feels to get our obliques in it a little bit. If your wrists are feeling that, go ahead and just put your knuckles on the ground. And as far as is comfortable for you, you can sit back and feel that opposite stretch. Amazing. Now, if you're like, Jess, why do you have so much energy today? It's because I had a scoop of Megawatt, the best pre-workout I have ever had that gives me energy. I feel elated, I'm focused, but I don't get that itchy, tingly feeling in my hands, and I don't crash from it. So I will link it in the description below. If you're looking for a pre-workout, that's what I recommend. Hands down, plank position, cross opposite knee to elbow. Hold it, and replace. From this position, pull your low tummy. Let that be what lifts your leg and brings it across. Holding that tripod plank in our slightly twisted position. Now, I don't want you to drop your hip. We're just crossing the knee over. When your hip starts to drop or twist, you've gone too far. Amazing. Halfway. Hang on. Don't speed up. I can't see you, but I know what you're doing. 1 more on each side. And rest. Amazing work, everybody. Now, I did mention that our core is also our back side. So we are going to do a little bit of work there, kind of Pilates style movement. Whoop, where we're going to be on our hands or on our tummies. And we're going to go ahead and just stack our hands under our forehead. And we're going to put our feet together. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift my head off the ground and lift my quads off the ground. Now while I do that, I'm going to try and suck my belly button up off of the mat. So I'm lifted here using these muscles. I'm lifted on my quads using my low back, but I'm also lifting in my belly button. Everything is trying to lift off the ground, kind of look like a flying squirrel. Do what you will with that information. Hands are stacked under the forehead, feet are together, knees are wide, about the length of your mat. I realize I'm talking into the ground. You probably can't hear me. All right, we're going to go ahead and lift and just hold here. Try to breathe while you continue to squeeze. Lift that belly button a little more. Lift your quads a little higher by squeezing the glute. Lift your head. Holding. You can lower down, but don't drop. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Now, a little more of a glute exercise there, but trust that your whole midsection is supporting you. So if you want to do another round of that, be my guest. I'm going to wrap things up here because I did want to chat with you about this abs are made in the kitchen piece. So grab a sip of water. Great job on your 10-minute ab workout. Now, we always hear that abs are made in the kitchen. Now, why is that? Because everybody has abs, and no matter how strong, toned, or defined they are, you're not going to see them with excess body fat or water. And so you can see I have some definition, but I have a little excess body fat and water still too. We all do, right? And so people with those very visible abs have a very low body fat percentage. I'm talking like 10% or under. And so what we need to acknowledge is, one, do we want our body fat to be that low? Women and men need, 20, 26% for hormone health, right? So how low are we willing to go to see abs? If you are getting enough protein, eating enough healthy fat, and being very consistent with your calories, even in a deficit, you're going to feel great. You're going to be safe. Everything's going to be stable in your body hormonally, energetically. And so when we want to lose that body fat, we really need to be in a consistent calorie deficit while still getting enough protein. That is how you see your core. Now, a way to enhance that visibility is by properly engaging it while you exercise in general. Any movement can be a core exercise. And while I am giving you 10-minute workouts here each day, you can brace or engage your core anytime you do any movement, and it's going to give you a really great opportunity to continue to see definition all the time and keep your low back safe so you can continue to lift heavier in your total body movement. So with all that being said, if you do want to start tracking your nutrition with me and you're not already, I will put the link to my one-on-one coaching app below, and you can start tracking your nutrition, getting in that calorie deficit, losing the body fat so that this effort actually starts to show up for you. All right, everybody, I care about you. I'll see you later.